Hello, I'm going to make Gobi 65 today, and I've recorded video and audio on two different channels. And because of that, you might have some weird mismatch in what you see and what you hear. Okay, here I started already. You have 2 cups of maida or all-purpose flour, whatever you want to call it, and 2 cups of corn flour or cornstarch, whichever you have. There's a small difference, but not a big deal. This is basically a rough measure in the sense that you have to alter it depending upon how much cauliflower you're going to use. See, that's how much I'm going to use. So for that, I've added that much amount of stuff. I'm adding a bit more, fearing that it might be a little too less. And for that measure, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. And let's see what I'm going to do next. Okay, yeah. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. And 2 teaspoons of vinegar or lemon juice if you don't have vinegar, and 3 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, 3 even 4 actually, it's alright. Salt to taste. And what else am I gonna add? Yeah, that's Ajinomoto, that's Chinese salt. It's optional, and some coloring, red or orange preferably. Pour in some water and start blending it. Keep blending it. Add water slowly and gradually just so that you get a good sense of the texture. I like curry powder in my Gobi 65, so it's not completely authentic, but then, go for it. Yeah, this is another masala that I'm adding. This is chicken 65 masala, or chili chicken masala if you don't have that. Any chicken masala would do actually, but go for it, the masala. Don't stick to the quote-unquote authentic version of it. I tasted it, by the way. In between, I tasted it, and I felt that it lacked everything. So I added more salt. I added a cup of vinegar. No, a cup. 2 tea. Is that 2? Yeah, 2 teaspoons of vinegar. And I think I also added soy sauce. So that's basically it. That is, after you mix the batter up, just try to taste it and see if it's giving you a good sense of what it's going to be like. If you don't like it, that is, if you think it's a little too bland, go for it. Meaning, go for masala or corn flour, not corn flour. That is, soy sauce or whatever it lacks, or you think it lacks. Okay, I'm going to use 2. Okay, pepper. That, by the way, that's pepper that I'm adding. Yeah. If you have white pepper, add white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, go for black pepper. It's alright. That's the spice that was missing. People say it's going to alter the color a bit, but I don't care. It's alright. It's not too bad. It pretty much gives the same taste, so as long as the taste is the same, don't worry about other things. Yeah, by the way, this is how I'm going to make the batches. That is, I always fry cauliflower in batches. So this is one of the batches. So you put it in there in a different container, and then you mix it up with the prepared paste. It's not a paste as much as it's a batter, but you toss it up, or try to mix it up like that, and add some cornstarch later on, so that it gives a very tight package. It's got to be really, really tight and thick. The thicker it gets, the crispier you're gonna have the final product. That is, Gobi 65 is going to be more crispy. Each batch. So bring it to that kind of texture. That is, really, really thick, packed. So yeah, that's just demonstrating one of the batches that I fried. The place is a mess because I made like 4 or 5 dishes the same day. Samosa, vada, and everything. I made them all in the same night, the same evening. That is. Yeah, that's another thing. Try to make it separate when you're dropping inside the oil. If you cannot do it while you're dropping, once it's in the oil, try to do it like this so that it's split. You don't want to have everything joined together. You don't want to have separate florets. Like I think I'm going to show it now. Yeah, there. As you can see there, that's how it should be. Medium-sized florets. Even after frying, that is. You have to cut it into florets, the cauliflower, that is, and then even after frying, you have to have it like that. Cook and get roasted to the right. The size that I showed you is what I prefer, but you can always go for larger ones if you like larger ones. So yeah, that's it. You fry it and then you drain the oil and you put it in the container like that. And yeah, I'm looking at the watch as if to show that on average, a batch, it's going to take 3 to 4 minutes to fry in medium heat. That is, 6 to 7 on 10. If that's the heat, it's going to take at least 3 to 4 minutes to get fried to the optimal color. and texture. That
For
is.
yourself, and if it's just
God, I
once or
keep talking. I
twice,
don't know what the hell I'm saying right now.
it's not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, now I'm saying that okay, it's all for me. That is, I'm not preparing for a party or anything. It's all for me. So what I'm going to do is just freeze this in the freezer.
You know, I don't have
So
to pour it and do all
see,
that.
that's another thing. A lot of people don't go for these deep fried stuff because you have to, mess up with the oil and everything. So you don't have to worry about that in a sense. Just go for huge amounts. Just freeze it in the freezer and reheat it whenever you have to eat it again.
Like a lot of people say, nothing is as good as the fresh one, but you know.
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty much done. I think I'm going to give it a taste test.
Let's try one.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up, man.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good time. அடுத்த வாட்டி பார்க்கலாம். தமிழ்ல ஒரு சின்ன இதுக்கு சொல்லிடுறேன் நான். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.